Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. A run by Foreman to start the drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Richmond.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Watson on 3rd down. Underneath for Miller. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Watson hands this to Foreman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Flush to his right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Miller. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Here's Watson. It's hauled in by Ellington. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Richmond.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1 that was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. They held them out on second down, and now here's third and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll go with Foreman, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Ka'imi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll set them back 5. Ka'imi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Tempo. Alert.
On first down, Locke. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. To throw on second down is Locke. Throw left side complete. It's Doyle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Go.
Here's Locke. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This is brought in at the 21. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Caught here by Griffin. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Hey, green the line.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey. You got three. Three down.
On 2nd and 10, Watson dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The catch made by Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this. Inside the 30. Watson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The Texans were penalized 124 times last year, third most in the NFL, and now they come up 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Miller. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
While that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently, but that doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
To throw on second is Watson. And that's complete. It's Ellington. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Back to throw. Luff got his man complete over the middle. That's Doyle. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, it's Love. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Let it roll, let it roll. Let's go, let's go. 1, 6, 2, 7, cut it.
They'll run with Mack. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
11.
Here's Luck now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Check out. 190. 163. Yeah, easy. 12. 11. 59.
A shotgun snap for Luck. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Caught. It's Ellington. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Now Foreman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Black, got it out, Phil. Come back, come back.
Here's Watson now on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to face a third down. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Shane Lechler now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. Back now here on EA Sports. Luck now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Right back to him on 1st down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
12, hurry! 622. Gun. Monday. Check out.
From the gun, here's Luck. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Doyle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Tempo. Gun.
Out of the gun, Luck. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
From the 50, it's Luck. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Luck throwing again. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Come back.
Watson on first down. And that's complete. It's Ellington. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll run with Foreman. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12.
Tiger. Hey, Black 22. Black 22. Richmond. Come back.
Now it's Watson. Throw left side, complete to QT. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got it to Hilton. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense.
1, 6, 2, 3, hit it. Let it roll, let it roll, let it roll.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Now it's Luck. It's complete. Deon Cain working the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Reggie. Middle.
Now Luck. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
5, 6, 7, 5.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Texans, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving at rude boy, I'm waving at you boy, ran off on the two like True Goy, imagine me do boy, you could never do